Forecast.
We're going to go ahead and toss it over to weather with meteorologist Carson Vick. Roy Carson, I know there's so much going on in the tropics.
Yeah, there really is, Corinne. I am concerned about a tropical system. It would be Ida that would form later today. But again, lots of factors going into what's going on in the tropics right now. We've got a storm in the Caribbean. It was just named Tropical Depression 9, meaning it's the 9th storm of the year, and it will strengthen. But the path, yes, we've got a forecast track on it, but it can and will change. I'll explain more on that in just a second. Conditions in the Gulf, unfortunately, are very favorable for the storm to continue its strengthening. And of course, I do expect it to strengthen into Tropical Storm Ida a little later on today. That would be the I name, the 9th named storm of the year. But here it is. The center of circulation is to the southwest of Jamaica. Very lopsided. You notice some clouds moving off to the north, some clouds moving off to the west. That's an indication of wind shear, and as a result, on the west side of the storm, we don't have a lot of convection or thunderstorm activity ongoing. Well, let's talk about the current stats. It's a weak storm, tropical depression. If it strengthens 5 more miles per hour, it would be Tropical Storm Ida. Winds are at 35 miles per hour, and it continues on its northwesterly trajectory at about 13 miles. Before I show you the forecast track, here's what it's going to contend with. Not all that much. This is more of a teammate to the storm rather than a hindrance to the storm, because we do have some very warm water, and unfortunately this is just going to be like gas for the storm to really get itself intensified before it ultimately makes landfall along the Louisiana or Mississippi coastline. Now here's the projected path of the storm. This is very important to us here in East Texas because depending on where it goes could have a significant impact on our weather forecast next week. Don't be concerned about it before Friday, which is tomorrow, because it will be a stronger tropical storm just entering the Gulf at that point. But with very little land interaction, warm water, and limited wind shear, it will strengthen into potentially a Category 2 hurricane prior to making landfall either late Sunday night or early Monday morning. Now, very important to note the cone here. Now, anywhere in this cone, the center of the storm is likely to go. A little further off to the west, we see more rain in East Texas early next week. Off to the east, we may hardly see anything with the exception of humidity from this storm. So stay tuned for the latest updates. Now for us today, we've got an area of high pressure up to the northwest. Clockwise flow, that means sinking air, but since it's further off to the northwest today, we are going to be dealing with the potential of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures right now are in the upper 80s and lower 90s, so it's a hot one right now. And unfortunately, we will see a couple of bubble up showers and storms just because of how much humidity and moisture we have in the air right now. And there you go. They start to flare up by 6 o'clock this evening. They're with us through early tonight, but by midnight, everything's done. We deal with mostly clear skies overnight. No concerns for that morning workout if you have one for your Friday. And by noontime, we're still dry, but a couple scattered showers and thunderstorms can't be ruled out by 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. But regardless, if you have those outdoor plans, don't cancel them tomorrow because rain chances are relatively limited. Only about 10 to 20% of us see the rain today. We hit 95 degrees. We are down to 75 tonight under mostly clear skies. And over your next 7 days, very important to note, we do have the potential at some scattered showers and thunderstorms through Saturday. Some heavier rain as we track the tropics next week, depending on what will be Tropical Storm or Hurricane Ida. That will make the biggest difference in this forecast, especially for deep East Texas, which lies a little closer to the Gulf and further to the southeast, but about a 40% chance of rain Monday and Tuesday of next week. For the latest on this, you can head on over to KETK.com.